your passion, the students' passion, the campus passion, and they felt, early in the year, they felt a responsibility. You know, I actually felt, I felt bad for our guys in that I thought the young guys felt, you know, we've broken every record this year, right? We haven't lost 2 in a row, we did that twice. Worst loss in the history of the pavilion, we did that. Haven't lost a Big 5 game, we did that. So we're breaking all kinds of records, and I really started to think that our young guys were feeling like, you know, we are letting everybody down, you know. So we talked to them about that. We talked to them about building, you know, a program is a long haul, and we did this once before. And I talked to them about Randy Foy and Alan Ray. It's nice to have Mike Nardi, you know, on the staff, that he can share his stories. And I think they understood that. It's really interesting, and I've said this in a couple of national interviews, but I was impressed with the Michigan game, and we've all been there, where there really wasn't groaning in the crowd or booing. It was just an acceptance that, hey, this is a young team. Everybody stayed, cheered till the end. You know, even the Furman game, not what I'm going to tell them, trying to put it out of my head, but that Furman game, when we came off the court, I felt, you know, everybody was still cheering for us. There's nobody yelling at us, and I think that's important. I think this season has been really good for Villanova basketball, has been really good for Villanova University. You know, it puts us back in touch with reality. And you know, these last few years, no one in the country has experienced that. It was the winningest program in the country for 5 years. So no one had experienced less losses. And there's other records in there that I don't know exactly what they are, but that prove out that, you know, we had a run there where no schools really have had runs like that. So it's all about how we handle this year. That's what life's all about. That's what sports are all about. That's what a real program is all about. That's what a real university is all about. So I was most interested to see how our fans and players reacted from, you know, after the Michigan game, after the Furman game. And I have to say, I was really impressed, really impressed. I think it says a lot about our community, about our program. We all stuck together. Everybody knew, as a young team, it had to grow. The players knew it, and they've been working hard. Everybody supported us, and that's what it's all about. You know, we tell our guys, your true character shows when you're in times of adversity. That's when you really show what you're about. And our program is doing the same thing. And you know, we're not over the hump yet. This is a very fragile group that we have here, in that just a lot of young, inexperienced guys. You know, we're winning some games, but we're watching game film and showing some young guys that there's some crazy things that we're doing out there that can cost you some games. You know, Eric and Phil have just been tremendous at carrying us to this point, and then each one of the younger guys are getting better. Some of the guys you might not see that I can tell you. I know everybody talks about Javon Quinn early. That's a you know, story we could probably spend a lot of time on. But he's a really good kid. He is working really hard. This is a difficult challenge for him to come in. He's small. He's slight. He's not physical. He hasn't been held accountable on a court like this academically, and he's working at it. He's working at it really hard. He has made tremendous gains. You might not see it yet, but he really has. He's worked his butt off. I'm as proud of him as anybody. Cole Swider had been making some great strides right before he broke his hand, where I thought he could really help us. Now we got to get him back going. Sadiq continues to improve every day. You know, it's not a point where now he's satisfied with where he is. He's getting better. Jermaine Samuels is getting better. Demir Cosby-Roundtree is a big part of this team, and he has been inconsistent just because he's young and inexperienced, but we need him to be consistent. Even Colin Gillespie's got to become more aggressive as a scorer. He's starting to get there. So there's a lot of growth for this team, but it's fragile. You trust me, it's fragile. So there could still be some ups and downs. Let's stick together. Let's get through this, and let's see how far this team can go. And then we got to be young again next year. We got to keep building it, and then let's see what we can do with it. But I'm really appreciative of the opportunity, because you guys communicate with everybody to get the word out there amongst the Nova Nation that what this season about is more about how you all have responded as fans, showing your love and support for the program, not your egos. We try to tell the guys, egos are enemy. If we're embarrassed because we're not playing well, and that's affecting how we approach things, then that's all about our ego. But if we can be humble and understand we got to work hard to earn this all over again, if we can understand that, respect that we're going to be a great program, we're going to grow into great men. And that's what we all have to keep amongst the Nova Nation. It's a little humility is good for all of us, right? Me included. And we got hit with some humility, and we're going to get hit with it again. But let's keep growing, let's stick together, and let's keep this the best program in college basketball because of its commitment to academics, excellence on the court, off the court, and a great community that supports a basketball program like nowhere else. All right? So let's make some noise in there and say that's going to be a tough one. Thanks for all the support. Love you guys. Thank you.